Good morning, guys. We get to plant shade plants this morning. These are 3 different varieties of hostas that were divided and brought to me, and they're going to go in the shade garden. And we have a grass. This is called golden Japanese forest grass. It's a Hakanakloa macro Aurelio. It's for the shade. It gets 1 to 2 feet wide, 1 to 2 feet tall. And I've never grown it, but it'll be gorgeous. You can see it has a little bit of bloom on it, and it stays this beautiful color and can go even more yellow. So in the shade, it's going to pop, and it likes to, I think they explained it, swoosh over. So it'll be lovely. I have places marked for those. I'll show you where those are. This is called the Fragrant Bouquet. Oh my gosh. The nice thing about Fragrant Bouquet, it gets a white bloom that gets up, it can get up to 3 feet tall, and it has a fragrance. So it's going to go close. It's got a little spot over here so that when I'm sitting on the river deck or we're sitting here, it'll smell good. And let me talk I think I said that grass gets 1 to 2 feet tall and wide, zones 5 through 9. It's for the shade. It doesn't like fertilizer. It just likes good draining soil. All of these plants do not require fertilization, just good compost in the soil, well-draining soil. I'm not using any root stimulator on these. They're going dormant anyway. In fact, I'm going to cut all the leaves off once we get them in the ground so they don't have to worry about that. So we're talking about Fragrant Bloom, and it gets, and they're all 3 to 9, zones 3 to 9. Fragrant Bloom gets 18 inches tall, 26 inches wide, yada, yada, yada. The mulch that I put around everything is just the leaves from the willow tree. This is Gold Standard. And Gold Standard, again, all these are for shade. It gets 20 inches tall, 4 to 5 inches wide, 45 inches wide, 20 inches tall. I have 2 of these. So I have 2 different spots they're going in. And then the last one is called Sagai Hosta. It likes well-drained soil, 3 to 9, 18 inches tall, 36 inches wide. And I have beautiful pictures that I'm putting on the screen because this time of year, everything is looking weary. We're by the time this video goes up, will it be the 2nd or 3rd week of October?
3rd week of October.
Yeah. And our temperatures have changed. And we've had a couple nights in the low 30s, not really a killing frost yet. I don't know what will happen by the time this one goes up, but it doesn't look like we're having killing frost. So that's what we're doing today. We're working in the shade garden. So we'll get started on that. So I've added just compost to the soil. I'm not adding any biotone. And once I took it out of the big pot, there were 2. So I've got a similar hole right behind it, and that goldish color and the white edge will be really lovely back in this spot. So let's get it in the pot, in the soil. Sagai Hosta going in, and again, good composted soil is all you need. That's what I do to all my hostas in the spring, add some compost. And, it's still dry here in West Virginia, zone 6B. So I am going to be definitely adding some water today. But the soil is so good back in this garden here. Just because it gets composted by the tree, and we've had this shade garden for years. So there we have it. Sagai.
What about the other one?
Sagai. Oh, I just wasn't going to bore everybody with this.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. When it comes to this time of year, breaking off a fern leaf is okay. But make certain you do compact that soil so that you don't have air pockets. And my plan today is to come in and just cut back all of those leaves. Let's move forward. So that's Sagai Hosta in the ground. So here we are. This is our Gold Standard beautiful hosta. And I've got, oh, I meant to put compost in the soil here. Trying to forget what I've done already in prep, so that my wonderful husband, who's my production manager, can get on with his day. But perfect weather to be planting, I think, in the fall. So we'll get this in the ground, the gold standard. I love adding colors. I did take out the hosta, 2 or 3 of those, and I can't remember the names. Those I don't remember, of the hosta that were here. Yeah, I told Reg about that yesterday.
Yeah, did you?
I did. That's the one that I cut.
Well, where's the other piece?
I don't know. We'll have to look for it. It's so crazy when you have lighting. Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, looks good.
So that's 2 out of the 4 plants we're planting today. Then we're going over here to the grass. I had the grass originally. You'll see this hole here, right there. But when I started researching that it tends to swoosh or fall over, and that's what makes it interesting, 1 to 2 feet, I don't want this flower bed covered up by the grasses. So it needs to be closer to the edge of an area that you want to have a softening. So that's where it's going to go, so that it'll swoosh on this side of the garden.
The soil does look dry.
Well, this is dry shade, Reg.
Yeah.
Dry shade. Japanese forest grass.
Now, what's it called again?
Japanese forest grass, or Hakonakloa macro.
I always love to hear you try to get those Latin words out there.
Areola. Oh, you did that on purpose. On purpose.
No. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I know you did. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous.
How about some compost in there first?
Yeah, I'm going to get some compost in here. I already love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, Barb said I would.
When you were in the shade with that plant, it looked a much darker green.
Yeah.
But now out here in the sun, I can see the yellow.
Yeah, but this can take a little bit of sun, just like your hostas can take a little bit of morning sun, but then they prefer shade to really do their thing. So there is the Hakonakloa right there in the ground. Yay. Got the grasses.
You got one over by the side there. Babe.
Yes. Fragrant bouquet. Fragrant bouquet. And the grass does not need fertilization. That's what's nice. It likes well-drained soil like we have here, and the composted soil, which we have there. And so this lovely fragrant hosta.
Can you see all the wires there? Right?
Yeah, kind of. But look at this nice, I mean, the soil is good around this old willow tree.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, that's a hosta. Well, you're getting replaced by fragrant compost. And I like these plants are easy. If you put them in the right spot, keep them moist, not soggy. Hostas like moist. And no, the leaves aren't fragrant. I'm excited about the bloom though. Fragrant bouquet. Never heard of it.
Yeah, some people like the hosta blooms.
Yeah.
And some people don't.
Well, I'm one of those. I like them, but then I cut them all off once they aren't blooming anymore. But I'm excited to see and smell the fragrance of fragrant bouquet.
Well, it's got a name it has to live up to.
Pressure.
right?
No pressure.
No pressure,
No pressure.
no pressure, little girl. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Just
We'll
be,
forgive you
just be fragrant.
if you don't stay fragrant. It'll be all right. And just water them in. So this is exciting for me. 3 different varieties of hostas from a good friend. And I love it. I hope I may today start cutting back some of the hostas that look a little trashy. All the plants are out of their pots. None of us like to water pots. They're in the ground, in the shade, watered and ready to just go to sleep till next spring when we get to see what they really look like in person.
And smell like.
And smell like the fragrance, absolutely. And be able to like flow over the rocks.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyhow, that is Gardening on the West Fork, Zone 6B. Loving getting the plants in the ground in the fall. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.